Hello, this is Marshallie and welcome to my garden diary. So today we're looking at the black-eyed black-eyed Suzanne that are in the garden, and this plant is one of the most reliable blooming plant that we have in the garden. It blooms every year. We have these in different areas in the garden, and yeah, they just do well every year. And as you can see, these blooms are quite attractive. They kind of remind me of sunflowers, but these would be maybe the short version of sunflowers, and it makes me feel happy. I like the yellow, the dark, bright yellow petals that it has, and then with the dark middle there, it's just a happy, happy plant. Make me feel happy plant. So yeah, we have these, and because it's so easy to grow, as I said, I've placed them in different parts of the garden uh, because it's easy to grow, one, and two, because it also add nice color to the garden in late July to begin middle August. This will add color to the garden, and so yeah, it's I have not had any problems with this plant. Just in one area where I have it, if it doesn't get um, some water or good enough water, then it tends to droop. So I have it at another area in the garden where it droops quite a bit because it's kind of in the middle where it doesn't get a lot of water. But apart from that, I don't worry too much about it. The next thing is that it tends to plant itself out. It's quite vigorous. So you know, if there's a area in the garden that you don't want to have it, just be careful to just dig them up. And the root system, it's quite it can be difficult to dig up or to get rid of. So when you're trying to get rid of small plants of this, then it's better to do it when after it had rained or after you have watered the garden. Then it's a bit easier. But apart from that, yeah, I like this plant. So this is one area that it's in, and this is full sun area, and that's why all of these are open already, because it gets full sun the whole day. So this is a part of the garden that I don't really come over to very often, because this is not well, not that I don't come over here, but I'm not responsible for this part of the garden. So it's my husband part of the garden. So I don't generally work in this part of the garden. I might do stuff in here I if yeah, if needed. Let's put it like that. But I'm not very busy in this part of the garden. So yeah, so this is full sun. That's why it's open. It looks so good, and I can see it from way across when I'm working on my side of the garden. So let's just go over to the other part where I'm responsible for, and that part is in full sun in the morning, and then in the afternoon it's in the shadow. So these have not fully opened yet, but if you look at this, it does look a little bit different. And so if these are in full sun, then the middle part is more dark. So it it depends on where in the garden you have these plants, because even though it's the same plant, and I know it's the same plant because I took a division from over the other side and planted it here, so there's no chance that it's a different plant. But depending on how much sun a plant is getting, then it will look a little bit different. So these are just opening here. They look just a tad different. This one here is also taller than the one over there. These can grow up to about 60 centimeters tall. And I think the one, so this might be just about 60 centimeters. So this, I mean, could be as tall as it will get, and the other one over the other side would be, I think that was about 40 centimeters tall. So yeah. Okay, so I have it in this area, and as I said, this here gets full sun in the morning, and then in the afternoon it's in the shades. And then if I go over to the other side where I have it, as I said, I do have this in different places in the garden because it's just such a lovely plant to have. So I have the next one. Oh, look at that, my blazing stars. Still haven't cleaned the bird bath yet. That's okay. Yeah, so that's where I have the next plant there, and as you can imagine, when that fully opens, it will that yellow will just pop right there. And this is also the area that these do tend to droop sometime because it's right there tucked in there, and sometimes it's just not getting enough water, and then it tends to droop. And then when it droops, I just give it some water to drink, and then it pops back up. So these are quite resilient plant. I think I got a plant from this. No, I'm not sure. I think we bought this and I didn't get it from a neighbor or anything like that. So yeah. Okay, so that's the black-eyed Susan. Quite easy to take care of. Let me see if I can, sorry about that quick move. And let me just go around here. And if you can see, the blooms on this one here is also a little bit smaller than the ones that are over the other side that I first showed you, but it will still look quite nice when all of this starts blooming. Okay, that's it for this video. I would recommend this for the garden where if you don't have sunflower, because that you have to plant every year. This comes back every year in the I just basically leave it for it to die back, and then I leave everything because the birds will eat the seeds in the winter, and then normally then I start cleaning up the garden in spring, and if I really want to clean up, then I start in fall. But I will just leave these to die back when they're finished blooming, and then they will come back the next year. Yeah, so if you want a plant that is easy, it will come back every year. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to plant any seeds. It has a nice yellow to it. Then you can have this. I would recommend this plant. It's quite easy. Okay, so that is going to be it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.